Hi, good afternoon. Today we're going to have the exciting opportunity to chat with one of our recently qualified black belts and his mother about his inspirational karate journey. So can I ask you both to introduce yourselves, please?
Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm athlete here at SKE.
Yep, and I'm Theresa. I'm Jacob's mum, proud parent.
Cool, cool. So we're going to start way back when, Jacob, at the start of your journey. Can you tell me or tell us how you felt the first time that you put on your white belt at karate?
Well, it was a really exciting opportunity to get to be here at SKE. I did start off before karate at Judo, but that was only once a week. But we were looking to do something more than once, just so I was active more.
A bit more consistent than once a week.
Yeah, so I joined here at SKE. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, that's it.
You realised with the judo that you had an interest in martial arts, but once a week wasn't really enough for you. So you'd asked me if there was some place you can go where you had more classes a week, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So that kind of covers initial motivations for joining us here. You like the idea of martial arts, but needed more, I guess. Needed more. Yeah. As you progressed through your karate, what has been the most challenging part of your training journey from white belt to black belt here at SKE?
Mainly, height was a disadvantage. Also had advantages, but especially going into fighting people in competitions as well, it was just that bit harder. But as I've kept going, I've kept training, and I'm progressing in competitions as well as in training, and getting my medals in the new category I'm in just now.
Yeah, we should explain to people watching this video, Jacob is now in the cadet section. So that's the 14 and 15-year-old athletes. Yeah. And Jacob is I guess, will always be a super lightweight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an advantage for Jacob as an athlete, but it can be challenging. But as he's gaining more and more experience, then he's starting to, not just get through the rounds, but making it onto the podiums now. Yeah. So, really good that's the case for yourself, because it can be frustrating at certain points in your karate journey.
Yeah.
Can I ask you to share a memory of something that you achieved in your karate training?
Probably has to be the black belt.
Well, yeah, that's
It's really good. Really good opportunity to go for my black belt. It was hard, not hard, but it was hard before, like training for it, like every night, dripping with sweat. But I kept going, kept my fitness up, and I just went on with it. And I felt that relief once I got it. It was a great experience,
Yeah, it's definitely a rite of passage, as we always say to our candidates, that it's something that that you have to dedicate yourself to make that progression, and it really is the 1%ers, as we call it. 99% of people who start karate, everyone wants to start karate. One of their goals and objectives is to achieve the coveted black belt, but less than 1% of people actually achieve it. Yeah. So let alone in relation to the organization you're part of, where it is a marathon, not a sprint, for sure. Yeah. On this occasion, we were very fortunate that we were able to take some footage of that to allow yourself to look back in future years, to bore the family with, but to also be very proud of, and for your mum and that and your dad to you know, be able to see a bit more of what happens on exam day. So that was great to be able to have that. I want to talk a little bit about the Vanguard, our Young Leaders Programme, and what inspired you to join our Vanguard Programme.
Well, it inspired me just to help young people progress, you know, and to see how they progress as I did when I was a white belt and keep going, you know.
And the people that helped you, you were to give it back.
Yeah.
So basically, you know, what inspired you to do that, if I have to paraphrase it, is to paying it forward. People helped you be successful and continue your karate journey, and you felt that that's something that you wanted to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you say from you being part of a Vanguard that from a personal growth and leadership point of view, what would you think were the key things that you got from it so far?
Definitely more confidence to speaking to younger people in karate and speaking to people in school as or asking for help for the teachers in school. It's really helped.
Yes. So you found that from a school perspective that you can now approach people more readily and ask for support because you give support to others and out with the school. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Great. So I guess that kind of covers some stuff, but what I really want to get into is, you know, how has karate impacted your life out with the dojo? You touched slightly on school, but how's it impacted school and your friends and in terms of family? What do you think?
It's definitely helped with the confidence, as I said. Being small doesn't really help out of all my friends because I'm the smallest one. But as I kept going in karate, that's given me more confidence and discipline to respect others, just to be around with my mates.
And not be drawn into things that you've given you the confidence to if somebody wants to draw you into something that you feel is not right, you've got the confidence to resist it, and you know, you've got your own mind, you know, but in a respectful way. So
Excellent. So what advice would you give to someone who was just starting out their karate journey? What would you say to them?
I'd definitely say just keep going at it. It might seem hard at first, but as you keep going and you keep progressing, you look back on when you tied your first white belt and you think, what would happen if I quit? And you think, I'm really happy that I didn't quit, you know? And that's what I felt as well when I got my black belt. I'm glad I didn't quit, and I'm glad I've stayed on.
Yeah, showing a bit of grit and determination, and you know, the commitment that achieving your black belt is just the first step of your career now. You know, and folk have heard this before, but I've been doing karate for 50 years now. Yeah. And I still wake up every day excited and loving the fact that I'm doing it. So I hope you've got at least 50 year in you as well, Jacob.
Yeah.
Well, your haircut's slightly cooler than my haircut, you know. Not that I'm. It's funny because people think, you know, he wears a hat all the time because he's concerned about being bald. It's not at all. It's just always been my trademark thing. Yeah, I've always wore a hat of lots of description, even when I had cool haircuts like Jacob.
Oh, I know.
So I'd like to kind of change the questions over to yourself, Theresa. Yeah, in relation to when initially Jacob approached you about joining Sport Karate East here, what were your kind of expectations of him joining in?
So yeah, I mean, as Jacob already said, he'd had a judo, a club had come to the school, and they'd invited him, you know, to classes and that. He started doing that, and as Jacob had said, it was only once a week, but I saw that he really looked forward to these classes, and yeah, he enjoyed the martial arts side of it. But like he'd said, it was only once a week. And I felt like he could have done more. He wanted to do more. So that's when I'd looked around to see what was available in the area. Well, not just in the area, but you know, what would be more like, you know, for you, just more of a commitment, if you like, than once a week. So obviously Sport Karate East had come up, and I'd looked at a few, but obviously the reviews for yourself, for the club and everything. And so that's when I'd spoken to Jacob, you know, how did you fancy that? And, you know, I'd spoken to yourself. I remember filling in the form online and you phoning me, and it was really, really informative. A long chat, and you'd invited Jacob to go along for a free trial, and we went up, and it all just, yeah, it looked great. So got really, really, really good vibes, and it just pretty much went from there.
Yeah, offline we mentioned. How long have you been going now, Jacob?
10 years now.
10 years, man and boy. Yeah. But what changes have you seen in Jacob over that period of time?
Oh wow! I mean, it's been the absolute making of him. I mean, without a doubt. Like Jacob's mentioned, you know, he was always wee, and you know, he always, you know, I never bothered him, but I was always a bit worried. You know, he'd go to school and he was tiny. I was always the smallest in my class, and it was fine being a girl, I think, you know. And oh, he's so cute, and he's so cute, you know. But I think in a way he was kind of like, oh, don't want to just be cute, you know. So it means confidence, and like the karate is the family, as you say. It's just he's met people all different ages, sizes, and yeah, it's pretty much his life, you know. I would say it shaped him. It shaped him the way he is now.
Good, good. Well, we're pleased that, you know, your karate journey has been so positive, and obviously one of the other things that Jacob does is he's part of the Vanguard Programme. And what was your kind of reaction, and you know, what were your thoughts round about him joining our Vanguard Programme?
Absolutely delighted that he'd been, yeah, chosen or recognised to from yourselves to have the ability to be able to do that. I mean, it was during lockdown, I remember, and it was all the classes were online at the time, and he was still fully committed, you know, to doing that, because you know it was a hard time for everybody, you know, try to keep it going through lockdown and not actually seeing anybody, but still doing the classes. So when this opportunity came along, I mean, we were just delighted. We really were. And I thought, you know, that was the point where you were ready to start high school. You were transitioning from P7 to high school. And I thought, what better way, you know? And when you got that opportunity, I totally feel like it just, during lockdowns at a certain time, totally re-motivated you. You were motivated anyway, but you know, it just gave them that extra wow, yeah. To take it to another level, really, yeah.
We should explain to people who perhaps don't understand what a Vanguard Programme is it's our young leaders program where initially we want to provide information and support around the business acumen, and then from that help people like Jacob, you know, and their ability to do public speaking. At each class, Jacob has to stand up and communicate and, you know, assist others. Yeah. And all of the so part of the reason that we wanted to start the Vanguard program was historically people would approach me, yeah, and they would say, Richard, can you help me with a letter of recommendation to a potential employer? Can you help me with my personal statement because I want to go to college or university? And with the greatest respect, it was hard to help them stand out from the crowd, yeah. So we thought that this was a great opportunity for us to take people who may not have necessarily had an academic bent or may have had an academic bent, yeah, but to give them the opportunity or they understand their business functions with an environment that they were familiar with, you know, and allow them to use karate to see that that there's business opportunities, things from us talking about, is it a service or a product that we provide, and all of these kind of questions round about how a business looks. Yourself running your own business, you'll be au fait with all the different functions. But we thought that this was a great opportunity to take young individuals and say, even in your karate journey, that this is a professional organization, and what functions are there in there, and challenge them to think that through, both in terms of the, if you like, the classroom environment, as well as on the floor and executing those functions. And that then in turn has allowed us to help people in terms of standing out from the crowd, if it's in relation to a job interview, or in relation to perhaps going to college, university, or indeed now where we've got career paths that they can become a junior coach into being, a paid professional coach, and then they could move on to running a facility, i.e., and then owning a facility if that was the individual's choice. Obviously, a bit like there's 100 people want to start karate, and one, makes it to black belt. Then out of the people in the Vanguard, there's only a certain amount of people who want to pursue it beyond the passion into something being professional. But we thought it was real important to give that pathway and that opportunity to progress and do something you maybe love, and turning it into a career for yourself. So that was really part of the motivation behind it, but for our purposes. And we definitely seen that Jacob had the fire in his belly and desire, not just to be an athlete, but also he wanted to give back and share with others how he's progressed and how he has taken his own abilities of, being fast and very motivated, and showing people you don't have to be 7'8" to be an athlete. Power to us minions. For people online, I'm a small person as well. Okay, so but joking aside, we want all people of different attributes to have the opportunity to look at karate as a pathway for professionalism, and a pathway to help you with your in life beyond just being a young person.
Yeah.
So sorry, I got on a bit of a rant there. So what has been the most rewarding part of Jacob's journey for you so far as a parent?
Probably have to say the black belt, but it's not just, obviously that's a pinnacle, but looking at him, I mean, he does karate pretty much every weekday night and most weekends, and it's just seeing him having that motivation to go out the door in the middle of winter when it's freezing and dark and raining, and most people will be like, oh, can't be bothered with that tonight, but he's never said that to me. He's never once said, I said to him, if you're tired, you can have a break, but he always says, no, I want to go to karate. He always says, I'll feel better once I go. Even though these karate's maybe 7:30 at night, and most people are like got their jammies on, but he always gets up and gets his karate suit on and gets out the door, and no matter what weather, and he always looks so happy when he comes back. And that's, as a parent, for me, just seeing your child happy. And especially the age Jacob's at now, he's just turned 15, and that can be a really difficult age for teenage boys. I mean, for any teenage girls and boys, but especially boys, I think, because they don't talk to you as much as maybe girls would, so for seeing him, and I'm genuinely 100% know that he's actually fine, and I know that if he does have any issues or things he can't talk to us, or he's got the whole family up the road as well, that there's always people all different ages, not just people his own age that he feels maybe he wouldn't want to open up. He's got older peers, and just getting him out of the house, getting some physical. You know what it's like. Feel like you can't be bothered. You go out and do some physical exercise, and you always feel better. So yeah, for me, I'm just happy. He has that. 100% happy. He's got that.
Yeah, we always talk about the karate family, and it can be overused, a family environment, but you know, within SKE, we really want to put our arm around about each and every one of our members and make sure that they have the best possible experience, and that they can, you know, as you said, go to other people and share their concerns or questions they have that, you know, might not be applicable to ask mum or dad. Yeah. But they've got people that they know, like, and trust and can respect, you know, in terms of giving them some advice.
Because everybody has the same mindset up, and you know, they've all been, it's instilled, you know, respect, discipline, you know, so it's, everybody has the same values, is probably the word I'm trying to find, you know, it's, you know, you can go up there and it's a safe environment because everybody has the same mindset, they respect each other, there's no backstabbing, if you like, you know what I mean, like in the normal world you could worry at school sort of thing, you know, everybody's got your back there. Is yeah,
definitely. We want to make sure that everyone knows that you will be supported regardless of what, you know, whatever you need. If we can help you with something, we will help it, you know. And that's and we see that as like one of our core values, that, you know, that we will assist people as best we can with the skill set we've got available to help them be successful in life, and not just as an athlete. So I've got another question for you here. What would you say to a potential parent in terms of sport karate?
Oh, 100%. Best decision we've ever made as regards our children. I mean, my oldest daughter, Jessica, she doesn't do karate anymore, only because she found, but I give her the motivation for fitness, you know, so it served her really well the years that she went. She's grown up now, and but she still loves fitness, and I totally think that going to the karate the few years that she did definitely give her that taste for it. So and my youngest daughter, Annabelle, she goes, and it's Jacob, for his sins, sometimes has to coach as well. She's a handful, but you know what, without the karate for her as well. So I just feel like it's started, my three kids, there were three different levels when they started, you know, and they're all different places in their life, but the defining factor has always been the karate in three of their life, definitely. So it's definitely benefited my three children from different points. Jacob, obviously, you know, he is the karate man, as we say. Hopefully Annabelle will go that way, but you know what, even if she just goes to karate 3 or 4 times a week, she's got friends there. She doesn't, there's no pressure, you know what I mean, she enjoys it, she goes to the camps. So from 3 to, I'm not saying to every parent, oh, send your child there and they'll become a black belt. I mean, they can benefit in all different levels, is what I'm trying to say, you know. It's a constant in our family, definitely.
Great. Well, thank you for that. What I would say to anyone who's watching this video just now, if what we're offering is of interest to you, just reach out. You can comment below, or, you know, leave us a message, or one of our team would definitely have a little chat about you to see what we have would be suitable for you or your child. Where, you know, we definitely want to get to know you even before you come along. You know, what your goals and objectives are for your child or yourself, you know, in 6 months, a year and beyond. So we really, you know, we want to get to know you first, and then make sure that the goals that are set are achievable, and that's something that we can assist them with. So what I would say here in signing off on behalf of Jacob and Theresa and myself here, that it was a great opportunity to highlight a young athlete here. Put him in the spotlight, share a little bit more about his journey. You know, it seems a blink, 10 years, Jacob, is that fair to say?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, definitely.
It seems like yesterday that I had the conversation with your mum about you coming along to trial, and it's 10 years later, and you know, and it's just the start of your journey. So on behalf of everyone here, We want to wish you all the best. And this is Richard Mallinson, Youth Development Director here at Sport Karate East, signing off. Take care. Speak to you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.